Welcome to one of my favorite type of episodes. That is a shoppable episode, and today we're going to be discussing the best interview looks from Miss America 2026. If you'd like to shop any of these looks, you will find links to them in the description. Let's jump into these looks in no particular order. Indiana, super cute with this set. I also linked a set like this in pink in my recent episode about interview styles, so it's so funny to see it here. I talked about how great I thought this look would be for an interview, and now I'm seeing it in real life and I'm thinking it looks just as great as I imagined. What I really love about this though is she went with a red mesh heel. Mesh instead of our typical patent leather, and you know what, I am absolutely loving that. I have a pair of mesh pointed toe heels from Tony Bianco, and I wear those heels out. I love them, and a lot of people ask me about where I got those heels. I always tell people, you gotta check out Tony Bianco. Their heels are fabulous, and I love the idea of a mesh instead of doing an acrylic sheer, or instead of going for a full coverage style of shoe. It's just giving you something a little different, and this is beautiful. I love Arizona's simple white dress. White is very popular for interview styles, and this looks so great on her. But what I really love about this are the small details. I love what appears to be a stitching detail on the bust and then going down the center of this dress. Now this is a midi style, so it's going to be very elongating for her, and then also featuring those vertical lines are also going to be extra elongating. But this is a beautiful look for any pageant interview. I really love Hawaii's suit. I haven't seen a suit quite like this that has these bold button details down the arm, almost all the way to the elbow. Absolutely fabulous. And I talked about her in my headshot episode. I think she's so stunning. So if you got an extra gorgeous face, right? Like if you got a face card that doesn't decline, then typically you can really showcase that off by saying like, hey, look, here it all is with a ponytail, with a bun style, versus when we wear our hair down and kind of conceal our faces a little bit more. And we actually distract from our actual face and we're trying to draw the attention away. But I will say that ponytails, bun styles draw all the attention to the facial features. As you can see, the white suit sets are still very popular in pageantry, but Miss Arkansas looks beautiful in this. I think what's really important to nail a look like this though is to just make sure that your suit is tailored, and I would say this suit is well tailored to all of her proportions. I'm talking about the pant length, the waist, and then also the jacket length and sleeve length look really great on her. So if you're gonna go with a very simple suit set, make sure that you invest in tailoring. California is wearing a look that I believe I shared on my LTK several months ago. I talked about it. I said I love that this is a blazer style, but it has this asymmetrical hemline, which makes it a little bit more unique. And I love that now you're able to see what this looks like in an actual competition, because I shared about it and I was like, somebody should wear this, and she did. So I love it. Now I also really like the hairstyle here. I like that we're showing the natural curls and that she went with the choice, which isn't as common. So she styled her hair up for interview, and I think it really complements this entire look because of that higher lapel that we're seeing here. There's a lot going on around the neck. So it was a lovely styling choice. I think she looks beautiful. Main, absolutely obsessed here. This, I would say, is a look that could easily transition into the USA system or into even the grand system. This is getting closer to what we see over there. Styles like this, right? With a little bit more skin. She has the strapless neckline, but I love the sash on the side of this top. It's absolutely fabulous. She has a larger earring style as well. So definitely something that is leaning a little bit more towards a USA type of look. I cannot see all of Connecticut's outfit, but I will say I think that the color is fabulous on her. It looks like the fit is really well suited to her, so that makes sense. I can also tell that these are pants. I don't know the length or the style of the hem, but I still think that this is so far such a great look on her, and it kind of gives me like Madam President vibes a little bit. I absolutely love Florida's look. Yes, we're seeing another all white interview outfit, but I like that she has the details of the double-breasted blazer, and I think that's important. A small detail can make your all white interview outfit stand out from the rest by just differentiating itself with a little detail. So this is really beautiful. Also love the brown croc patent leather slingback heels. Yes, so cute, just adorable. Again, you like just a little something extra, like not something that's going to be distracting, but like a texture, the cut, the fabric, all those little details are going to make the small things in your looks stand out. Iowa, love it. This color is lovely on her. The hair is perfect. It's just smooth, slightly rounded at the end, kind of a more of a blowout style here. Also, love the neckline going on this orange. And I feel like the color itself, orange, is more rare. In fact, I actually almost wore an orange dress to my Miss USA interview. I was like this close. I changed my idea at the last second, but this is really beautiful and it stands out, especially if you have a tan when you're competing. Tan looks so great on our brunettes with our tan to deeper skin tones. Kansas. I talked about her in my arrivals episode. She was well dressed there. She is well dressed here. This, I would say, is like our quintessential Miss America type look because it's just so clean. Like there's not too much going on, but the tailoring of this fit, I don't even know if it's a set or if it's a jumpsuit. I can't tell from this image, but either way, love the structure of the shoulders. I like the short, straight hairstyling, simple earrings. Just she has a little bit of that hair pulled back so we can appreciate the accessories. So lovely, absolutely lovely. Illinois looks beautiful. Also, really, really beautiful contestant, pulling that hair back out of the face, lovely. We're seeing a white interview style. I have linked very, very similar dresses like this to my LTK, and I think that her heels are great with this. All of her overall styling is lovely. Nothing's too overwhelming, clean styling, really beautiful makeup. It's all there. That's why I'm featuring her in this episode. But I'm telling you, ladies, you gotta be following my Pinterest and my LTK because I love seeing the looks that I've already shared, but I shared them months ago. I know that, and I say just follow it because there are so many great styles that you can pick up for your pageant interview. And believe me, I know how y'all stress over your wardrobe for pageants, and I'm over here making it really easy for you. So check it out. DC is wearing what I consider to be a very safe outfit. I don't think that this outfit is going to be one of the ones where you look back at it years from now, but I do talk about simple types of interview outfit styles that are just as effective as the most creative interview looks that we will see. And I just want to show you what this actually looks like on a contestant because I've referred to these kind of really basic, simple looks in my past episodes, and I've talked about how effective they can be because at the end of the day, it's not really the outfit, it's about how you're carrying the outfit, your confidence, and of course your interview skills. So this is such a great example of a very, very safe interview look, but she's wearing this simple dress in a color that looks wonderful on her skin tone. She has nude pointed toe heels, very minimal jewelry. The hair and the makeup looks wonderful as well. That's, I would say, a huge factor in making a simple look a lot more elevated. Your styling has to be on point. But I love featuring this look in this episode because now you can really see what I'm talking about and what I'm referring to in other episodes. I wish I could see Nevada's entire look, but from what I'm seeing, I love it. I don't know if this is a dress or if it's a jumpsuit. Either way, I love the neckline, the fit of this, the way that we have a little bit of a waistband with some subtle ruching there, the button details. Like buttons are it right now, friends. Buttons are it. They're everywhere, but she looks so beautiful here. The soft hair styling, minimal earrings. She knocked it out of the park. Obsessed with this look on Georgia. This is so cute. I love the raised neckline. Typically, you are gonna see simpler looks for the Miss America organization. They are gonna be more modest. They are gonna be more conservative. And so they aren't always gonna be as interesting as I would say as the Miss USA competition. Like take, for example, Alma's winning interview look, which is, I think, even still for USA, a little bit daring. She wore a completely sheer top and then only had a panel covering her bust, and then she went braless for that look, and then she had this cute little matching skirt, but it was just so well done because she had this high neckline, and I loved that look. But that's not really what you see here in America, but I still like that there are differences between the organizations and that they're looking for different things. So this is such a great, I would say, very just classic, conservative interview type style. I think that it's great that she went with the black heel with the black dress instead of just the usual nude heel that we see. So that was lovely. My guess is that Marilyn is wearing a black halo dress. Now this black halo dress, and this is her color, okay? Red looks great on my brunettes. Absolutely love this. It's fabulous. The fit is perfect. Black halo dresses were really popular in the 2010s and celebrities would wear them. They were on the end of that time frame where millennials would wear work attire essentially to the club. So there was the tail end of that, and you could definitely wear a black halo dress when you were going out, but I have not seen people wear these dresses in a long time. And so it made me forget how great this actually looks on the body and why this particular style, this is like their flagship style, why this style was so popular when it was. It's just so complimentary. Look at how cute the little details are. That's what really made this dress the dress, were the unique sleeves. How cute is Kentucky? Oh my goodness. I actually have a dress very similar to this. I haven't worn it yet. One thing I note about this dress, if this is the original hem of this dress, it looks a little bit short. So this would be a dress style that will not work on a lot of my taller contestants. If a contestant is 5'9" and up, a style with this length is gonna look extra short and inappropriate on you for your interview. But she looks like more of a petite contestant, and this length perfectly fits her proportions. It looks beautiful, and I love the styling of this. So this is why, ladies, it's so important to choose styles that work for your body. Remember, clothes are made to make you look even better. Really focus on things that make sense for your body type. Also really love her center part ponytail, so cute. Louisiana, love this. She went with navy instead of black. Black also looks great for interview, and I love it. But the navy is nice because it's a little bit softer, also double-breasted, and she has the button details. Here I would say is another styling difference between USA and America. In USA, you could really get away with more of a plunging neckline. Nobody's gonna bat an eye, but in America, it looks like she wanted to offer a little bit more modesty and went with the white top underneath. New York, so cute here. Oh my gosh, I love this dress style. I love the asymmetry. That's one of my favorite things ever, just because I feel like it makes every garment look more interesting for the eye. This is fabulous. Simple pointed toe heels with an ankle strap, a little bit different here, and then also metallic earrings. Wonderful. Michigan, what a lovely color. Not really like a purple, not really like a blue, or right in the middle, kind of more of an indigo shade. This is lovely. Love the high neckline. This is also a style I think she could have styled with her hair up and then pull some pieces down in the front. Would have been really cute too with that neck. But either way, I think this is great. It's unique. This is a style that I haven't seen before. I don't know if this is custom or where she got it, but it's lovely. How stunning is Texas though, right? When is she not? So love the hair back with this because of that neckline. I also like the dress style. It's very simple. It's just this great pop of color, and we are focusing instead on the tailoring and the fit. That's the main focus, I would say. It also looks like a neoprene fabric. Love a neoprene. It can just give this beautiful body contoured look and a very soft look. So it's lovely. Minnesota, how cute is this? How cute is this? I love this. I love the sort of either lace or crochet details on the arms. I love that we're also seeing it at the waist. It's a little bit of sheerness, a little bit of sexiness there, but it's really contouring the waist. Extra complimentary. I think if you wore something like this to, let's say, USA or Grand or any of the other systems, a different shoe would help you to style it more for that system, because this is another one of those outfits that can go both ways depending on how you style it. But the way that she wore it with the closed pointed toe nude heel makes it a lot more Miss America. Mississippi, beautiful. I have seen similar suit styles that are just as fabulous with the oversized buttons. Typically Giovanni makes those, but you can literally get yourself a matching suit set and then buy some oversized buttons and bam, you got the same look for a lot less. I love Wisconsin's look. To me, this does look like Nevada's outfit as well, but in white instead of in navy. Let me know if you know, but I think it is beautiful. I think it's so cute. It complements her. The tailoring of it is lovely. And it's so funny because we briefly chatted on social media after I released my headshot episode, and I found out she's also a NAM girl, and I love that. And she's definitely giving me that NAM power pose. If you're familiar with NAM, when they do the red carpet ceremonies at nationals, when they announce the award winners and set them up for the photo at the end, they always give us those power poses. This kind of reminds me of that. Let me know if you can see that as well. Missouri, yes, here we have another all white look, but look at what makes it different, those unique buttons. This is a Nadine Marabi set, and this is absolutely beautiful, so classy. But once again, you could find a similar style for a lower price point and then just swap out your buttons. Love her soft ponytail though with this look, with a little bit of the hair in the front. It's beautiful. Utah, I would say, is wearing her power color. This is so cute. Really simple styling here. Love this color. I also really like that it's a long sleeve style. It's not super long, but then she also has a little bit more skin with a subtle slit that you can actually see in a video that she posted after her interview. So this was a really great styling choice for her. Yay, Montana. Look at how cute she looks. Oh my gosh. Love this blazer style with the cape. I do see these around, but as you can see that they're not as common, which I kind of think they're such a standout piece, and you think we'd see more of them, but we really don't. But this is a great blazer cape style, and then I like that she didn't go with the nude heel. She opted for the white. And then also styling was really simple here, and then she just had her gold hoops. I talked about how useful those gold and silver hoop styles can be in pageantry, and this just looks so put together. Pink! I feel like this would have been maybe the only pink in this shade, or a bright pink, but really cool neckline here that we see going on with the pleating and the shape that's going around the bust slightly to the side, but this is lovely. I think it stood out simply because of its color and because it's a little bit more daring, but I love it, and I wish her luck. I wish everybody luck in the competition. Y'all look beautiful. New Mexico, so cute. Instead of doing the blazer suit set, she has this top that has a very halter looking neckline here, subtle peplum detail. I have linked other styles and looks like this on my LTK. It's one of my favorite of the moment looks. I think it could be used again for interviews. It's fabulous. And take a look at her heels. So cute. What a wonderful detail. I love a little leopard. Oklahoma, wearing one of my favorite colors, navy blue. Love the little, what are we talking about? Gold button details. Oh my gosh. You can take a dress style similar to this. Go get yourself some buttons at Hobby Lobby. And there you go. You got a very similar style to Miss Oklahoma. Pennsylvania and Wyoming actually wore the same dress, but I loved the dress. I think it's fabulous. I like that there's a mixture of fabrics here. Beautiful neckline. If I wore this neckline, I would opt to style my hair back personally. But I like that there's a little sash on the waist. It really brings in the waist, and it's just so cute. Tennessee, we have our classic black and white look. We usually see a few more, I would say, of these looks for the Miss America system, but this is fabulous. I like that it's just a really subtle stripe detail across the neckline, really cool neckline shape here as well. And it just makes it a little bit different than going either black or white. So a subtle detail like this can be powerful in the interview room. North Dakota in this soft butter yellow. She's in our color of the season. Fabulous. Also love, we're seeing another mesh heel. I feel like we're gonna start seeing this more and more in pageantry. So if you wanna be ahead of the trend, go and get yourself some mesh pointed toe heels. There's lots of different ways we can do mesh. It could be plain, we can have embellishments on it, we can have polka dots, we can have different prints. I mean, I love a mesh heel. So this is fabulous. I also like the hair styled back. It gives a really elegant look to all of it. Virginia's look has to be one of my favorites. Yes, it's strapless, but if you do a strapless look, whether it's a dress or a jumpsuit, and you have a really high asymmetrical neckline, it can give the appearance, or it'll give you the same type of vibe as if you did have straps on this look. So it's kind of a way to work in a little bit more modesty for something like an interview, but it's fabulous, and so is her hair and her makeup. New Hampshire's dress in this beautiful shade of green is so stunning. I love this. This is a lot more of actually what I was expecting. I feel like a lot of the looks that we're seeing this year are not custom, versus last year I felt like we saw a lot more custom styles, or styles that just were a little bit more unique in either shape or in color. But this is more of what I wanted to see, honestly. I love this look. I love the neckline. I do feel like this is custom though. And if it's not, I'm sure you could get it made for yourself. It's lovely. Thank you for tuning into the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you'd like to see next on the channel.